Hi there. I'm going to talk a little teeny bit about a subject that people have asked me to talk about, and that's about how to manage difficulty, stress, trauma, because they know, and I don't hide myself, that I've had my share of it, a lot of it. So I don't do anything that I'm aware of, but I can tell you that years ago, I lived in France for a while, and I love the existentialist Camus and Sartre, who said they didn't, I don't know if they said an unexamined life isn't worth living. Somebody else said that, but I think it was Sartre that said, if you haven't thought about suicide, you're not living right. He didn't say it that way, but that's how I took it, and that's how it is. There's pain, there's despair. There are so many difficult and wonderful emotions, notes of energy pulsating through us, vibrating through us. And to show up for all of them is how you do it. You examine your life, you go to the shadow and it hurts, and you go to the light and it hurts maybe. And it's back and forth like a volley. But that's how you do it. There's no secret to it. The practices are meditation and prayer for me, and seva, service, if I have time to do that. But it's one of the best kept secrets of spiritual practice is selfless service. But I'm a great big meditator. As you know, I'm a meditation teacher, but I haven't been meditating much because the last 2 years of the stuff that's happened to me has immobilized me in many ways, and I've just really been frozen with pain. But I went back to prayer, and I've never been a big prayer person. But something happened, and somebody said something, and somebody said something, and I heard something, and I thought about it. See, it has to work because sound is vibration, and it concretizes and creates experience. It just plain does. So if you're talking out or in, if you're saying words, what Baba Muktananda called the Matrika Shakti, if you're saying words, it has to create action, experience, thought, everything. You set in motion a vortex or a spinning. I'm just seeing it right now. But I couldn't pray for a long time, for 2 years. I was hardened. I was hardened. And then one day I was sitting on my bed doing my strawberry patching. That's when I look out the window. I try to do that every day. Like, I remembered a quote from Thomas Merton who said, "True prayer becomes possible only when prayer is impossible and the heart has turned to stone." And I melted, and I started to pray. And I'm not talking about, oh God, it doesn't matter what you call it. It is, God is. It just is. It's not something you can debate because it's not debatable, but the experience of something greater than one's own thought system is what I call God. I call it everything. God is everything. I mean, I like to say I don't believe in God because I don't limit my experience to a belief or a concept. That's the truth. That's the truth. Try prayer. Try it. It works. It's just weird. So now I start doing it and talking to God all day long, walking around, chopping, talking to the dog, yelling at the dog, not yelling at the dog. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. It's all God, and offer it and say things and see what happens. That's what I want to say about managing difficulties. And I'm not perfect at it. In fact, I really wish I didn't have so many, but I do. So this is some of the things I do. That is one of the things I do. More later.